The relationship in Bibliophile Princess is the he fell first but she fell harder meme. Eliana is an introverted bookworm. She's very pure and innocent, but also extremely smart. Although sometimes that doesn't extend to street or social smarts, which can cause her anxiety. She worries about the well-being of others too, but can be wrongly concerned that she's a burden to them. Even though she is soft-spoken and can come off as meek, she's still respected by Christopher because of her wide array of knowledge and passion for learning. Christopher is the classic blonde-haired, blue-eyed Prince Charming. He's dependable and always comes riding in to save her. He doesn't want to change her, and he loves Ellie as she is, and what book nerd wouldn't want a relationship like that? He already understands how her quirks make her a worthy and valuable person, and he wants to provide every opportunity for her happiness. She inherently motivates him to be the best version of himself and aim high to prove he's worthy of her. At first, they start as an engagement of convenience. While their union would be a good political marriage, that's not Chris's only motivation. And even though she doesn't understand where his proposal is coming from, Ellie is curious enough about Chris and accessing the royal archives that she accepts. But after a bit of miscommunication, Ellie realizes that he has actually cared for her the whole time and has been working on a 4-year-long grand gesture to woo her. Once this all comes to light about his backstory, you end up rooting for them even more. He gently teases and flirts with her all the time too, which makes for an interesting dynamic to their relationship. Chris is also coming at her with almost every one of the love languages by showering Ellie with gifts and words of praise and acts of service. He basically fawns over her every chance he gets, which is so adorable and sometimes leaves her rather flustered. But his constant efforts are what pulled her out of her books long enough to realize the depth of his feelings in the first place. Through their repeated interactions, Ellie slowly comes out of her shell and her external experience becomes just as rich as her internal world. Her circle of friends and allies also grows with her confidence, and it's in no small part thanks to Chris's faith in her and giving Ellie the tools that she needed to succeed. The atmosphere of the show has some cozy tones, but there is a decent amount of drama with other girls vying for the crown prince's attention. There is a lot of court intrigue and politics surrounding our couple because Chris is the future king, and so Ellie would become queen. Other people's schemes try to tear them apart, but their relationship is stronger than the machinations of those who want to control the throne. Every time a potential scandal arises, it's cleared up smartly and used to further prove his love for her. And she's able to resolve these issues while staying true to herself and not letting her position change her. Once her eyes are opened to the world around her, instead of her nose always being buried in a book, Ellie realizes the feelings she holds towards Chris are romantic love. Finally, their engagement can move forward for real with both of them on the same page. Although the more Ellie comes to love him, the more unsettled she can be when Chris gets swept up into his princely duties. His trying to balance matters of state and time spent with her is one of the constant pressures on their relationship. The anime isn't a full adaptation, so it doesn't have a complete happily ever after, and we don't see their wedding yet. But it does end on warm, fuzzy feelings and a positive trajectory for their future, which is probably the second best outcome we could hope for. And if you're looking for more kind princes to sweep you off your feet, I'd recommend The Two Perfect Saint, among others from our romance playlist.